The Tangent 8 podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Tangent 8 podcast. I'm Seth, and as always with me is Swoosh and John Doe.
Hello.
Hi.
Right, so first up, before we get into any of the other weird stuff we're going to talk about this episode, we're going to circle back around to something from episode 113 of the podcast, which was Ross Scott's petition to help prevent companies killing their games.
Which is now
the
live. The
petition in Australia is live.
Woo!
Thank fuck.
Now, as of this recording, there's 26 days left on it.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get a lot of signatures, as many as we can. More is better. It is currently petition EN6080, if you want to look it up yourself. But I will put the link to the petition in the show notes. Please, if you like games, sign it.
We've already signed it within seconds of it going up.
There's currently just over 3,000 signatures. I don't know how many we need for them to actually take a look at it. But
it was 10,000.
10 to 15, yeah.
We need as many as fucking possible.
Yeah. Even if it is 10,000, blow past it. 20,000, 30,000.
Absolutely. The more that sign it, the more they can look at it and go, more and more people want this.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Make Australia the bastion for saving games that you might want to play in the future.
We're already the bastion for refunds. We might as well add on to that title.
So, yes, please sign it. It's very important. It might not be a huge deal to you now, but it will be at some point.
Yeah.
If we can nip this in the bud early, all the better. I know I've lost games.
Yeah, our only option is to do it early. If we wait too long, we're screwed. We can't get shit back.
Yeah. Well, there's already so much that's gone.
Yeah.
Whole catalogs for older consoles and whole generations that are just fucking gone. And you'll never get the code for the server back of older games that had online multiplayer. Those servers are gone.
Completely diced.
So unless the company's already released that software, you complete the SOL. So we just don't want that for the future. We still want to be able to come back and play a game, fuck around, make your own servers, do some shit.
Yeah.
Use the thing you paid for.
Yeah. Own it. Don't rent it.
Yes.
Fucking oath.
Until we can get some laws in place for actual digital ownership, you effectively rent your software.
Yeah.
And your online music, online movies, everything you have digitally, you do not own. Just
you rent. And we don't want that. We want to own stuff. We're old. We like owning things. Like houses.
Yeah. Older people collect houses, we collect digital media.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's really important. Please sign it. Please. Like I said, I'll throw the petition in the show notes. I'll throw Ross Scott's original video if you haven't heard about it. Although maybe go back and listen to episode 113 of the podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, please sign it. Please
and we
get the numbers
spam people with this. We're going to be annoying as fuck about this one.
Yeah, this is something we believe very strongly in, and we really want it to happen.
Yeah.
The ACCC's dragon is a powerful behemoth. We've just got to wake him up.
Yeah. It wakes up with enough petition signing knocks on the door. We're just going to hit a magical number. Eventually it'll wake up.
Its hoard isn't gold. Its hoard is petitions. Signatures of petitions.
Yes.
Right, so that little beast out of the way. Let's get on to the podcast and its depressing news to start with.
Of course it is.
As usual, that's how we start.
Well, it's not... depending on your perspective, overall it's depressing, but essentially after 1,400 layoffs, 7 studios closed, 29 games cancelled, the CEO of Embrace is I might have fucked that up.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. What the fuck?
I think?
Reading the article we found for it, reading through it, it just sounds like a guy who got his hand caught in the cookie jar, and it's like, oh shit, I can't blame this on a lower level employee. No, I had to sign off on these deals. My bad. I'm going to be humble about it.
It almost feels like Scrooge getting visited by the ghost of Christmas present, past, and past, present, and future. It's like he's woken up, gone, I did a bad thing. I need to look after the people. Throw the
The
money
ones
out.
that remain.
Scrooge
He
isn't
has
bad
been-
anymore.
He has been calling for people to shit on him, not the company or the teams.
Oh yeah,
But
no,
it's
we're
like-
going to definitely shit on him. Absolutely.
Bro, your company put all its eggs in one basket. It bought piles of studios, promised swaths of games, and was like, yes, and now the Saudis will handle all that, and we don't have to. And then the deal fell through, and everything fell apart with zero backup plan.
Basically, he was like, that has to have been something horribly shady. And I was not surprised to say he was like, yeah, no, we're not touching that because you are clearly lying about all these games. But yeah, it was bad.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Not smart,
like
man.
looking at it, like the sales they did, like selling Gearbox to Take-Two, so like the ones they have sold off looks very much like we just need like a junkie. We just need a quick cash injection, just something to keep our head above water. We'll be right. Just one more hit, just one little bit, and we'll be fine. Now it's
they
like
sold off,
we won't be fine.
Yeah, they sold off the IP, like Borderlands, essentially, and they paid 1.3 billion with a B for that.
Yeah.
And they sold it for 400 odd million.
460 million they
Yeah.
sold it for. They bought it for 1.3.
Yeah.
That was for Gearbox.
That's a fucking downgrade and a half. That's holy shit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I'm all for shitting on this guy. He did dumb things.
At least he's owning, yes, I did dumb things.
I think it's his only course of action, though. Like, he's just, at this point, pleading for his job, because this big-ass deal that he set up has now gone to shit.
Who the fuck is going to want to step into that job? I think he's at the point where, like, no one else is going to want to step into it.
Well, the only way someone else can step in is if they sacrifice him. I was like, yeah, no, you are out, man. You can't be here. You have to leave immediately.
My genuine hope is that since Take-Two bought Gearbox, we might get another Battleborn.
We can dream. We can dream. One day.
Yeah.
It was better than Overwatch. I will die on this hill.
Oh,
It's a good hill to die on. I agree.
I don't even know.
I tried to hold it in. I tried not to. We brought up Battleborn. I'm like, don't compare it to Overwatch. Don't do it. No, fuck you. Whoever's listening, it was better.
That's how
It
you
was,
know that
absolutely.
we're in the darkest timeline. Battleborn fell, but Overwatch continued to its second version and then died horribly. But
It's just going through the death throes.
yeah, we could have had Battleborn, but no.
It's.
So-
I don't even know if Battleborn's still playable.
I doubt it.
I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure the server's gone.
Which
It had a
nothing
single player
for-
though.
That is true.
It had a good single player too.
Yeah.
Unlike
Overwatch
fucking Overwatch.
nobody wants to talk about Overwatch's single player.
They have one? When that happened?
I mean, honestly, I bought Battleborn and thought it was a co-op horde shooter.
Yeah.
Because the campaign was like front and center, and then it's like, oh no, it has the Hero v Hero MOBA thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, cool. And yeah, Overwatch launched with way less features and is the one that won. Fuck you, Battleborn.
They just
died
had-
so that
they
they
just-
could run.
We know why Overwatch won. They had more fuckable characters.
Yeah, yeah.
And a giant monkey.
I mean, you can fuck the monkey.
Yeah,
You
but
can. There are some
Battle-
people out there who would want the monkey.
Battleborn had a mushroom dude. He was awesome.
Yeah.
He was a pretty fun guy.
Right,
Someone
I've
had
got-
to spit.
I was setting it up so I knew someone would knock it down.
Right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Teamwork.
So, this one's kind of a personal thing just for me. And you're going to have to suffer through it. I want to bitch.
Please.
Go for
So,
it.
there's a game franchise been handled by a number of different studios. It's all to do around a character called Shelly Bombshell. The first game was Bombshell. It was handled by Interceptor Entertainment and was owned by 3D Realms.
Yeah.
3D Realms then got them to make a better game out of the IP called Iron Fury, which was a massive boomer throwback. The damn thing ran on the same engine Duke Nukem 3D runs on.
Nice.
It was made by Voidpoint. It was fantastic. Absolute stellar game. Would highly recommend. If you grew up playing Duke Nukem, go play Iron Fury. You'll nostalgia out really hard. They then wanted to get a sequel done to Ion Fury. But 3D Realms decided to take it in-house and use their in-house studio called Slipgate. Now, they put out... They promoted the game at one of the E3s, and I was really excited. Jumped on GOG, where I bought all their other games, and wishlisted it.
Yeah.
Now, on the 24th, the game launched. And I'm looking at GOG going, where's the game? Why is it not on here? I can see the store page, it still says coming soon. Hell, as of this recording, I'm looking at that store page with coming soon written on it. Months ago, Slipgate decided they weren't doing a GOG release.
The fuck? Why?
The store page is still up!
But why?
They decided they just wanted to focus on Steam.
They wanted to focus on their DRM, is what they wanted to focus on.
Yeah.
I mean, they've launched every one of their other games on GOG, no issues.
I mean,
I will admit, GOG is harder to do patch iterations on because you have to keep giving them installers so that you can offline back anything up to whatever version number you want.
Yeah.
And by all accounts, this game's buggy as shit.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they decided they wanted to launch on Steam because of the easier patching process, knowing that the thing's not ready for prime time. I'm just personally pissed because if they'd come out, and I dug around, I tried to find where this announcement happened. It wasn't on their Discord, 3D Realms Discord that I could find. It wasn't anywhere on Steam. The only place I could find it was in forum posts of people asking when the game was coming out on GOG and being told that it wasn't happening.
Oh wow, that's just a dick move. So they were just hoping people wouldn't notice and then just must have forgotten to take down the store page?
I don't know. I found one post of a dev, apparently. It said dev next to his name.
Did they just not tell GOG?
No, apparently they've tried to get it taken down, but if you did this months ago, it should have already been down.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be trying to take it down on launch day.
Like, that is something, some guaranteed some intern got fired for this. It's like, you told them, right? Like, yeah, definitely. Panic email.
Look, I haven't picked up Phantom Fury because I'm quite grumpy with the company right now. I might pick it up later, probably on a sale. But it's just like, guys, what the fuck? I was really excited to pick this up. I prefer GOG because, as we were talking earlier, you've got closer to digital ownership on there. And then you just randomly had told just fan base, yeah, we're not doing GOG. You didn't put a big announcement out. You didn't take the page down.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So that's my personal little grievance against Slipgate Ironworks.
I don't think companies or publishers in general have realized that this shit matters to people. Like, if you fuck around at launch, we're going to ignore you.
Yeah.
Epic Jail should have taught you this. The fact that we refer to it as Epic Jail should have taught you this. Don't restrict to one place.
Look, again, I wouldn't have been too pissed if they'd at least very openly announced that it wasn't going to be on GOG.
Yeah.
I don't mind buying stuff on Steam. I still buy stuff there. It's just when I have the option, I prefer the platform that better suits me in this digital age of ownership.
Yeah.
I would have bought it on Steam if they just said so. But to leave the page up and say nothing? No. I'm real grumpy. I'm pretty mad about this.
I'm betting they were just expecting no one... who uses GOG? No one uses GOG. It's like, actually, there's a fair few people who do, guys. You have just pissed them all off. Well done.
So, yeah. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I'm just personally really pissed about that, and that's just bad optics of a company and shitty practice. If you're gonna cancel a store front release, get it down. Tell people.
Let people know
clearly that you're doing this.
Yeah. Don't try and hide it. Don't bury your head. Just get in front of it. It's fine.
Yeah. So, next thing. The guys who made Pal World have been talking about how other people are ripping them off now.
I find that fucking hilarious. That's the pot calling the kettle black. It's...
Guys, stop ripping off our rip-off.
At some point, it's a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy.
Well, the thing is, though, the photocopy of the photocopy looks better.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, it actually looks genuinely cohesive instead of someone, like, throwing Unity assets together and going, guns and monsters, yeah?
Yeah.
Like,
Factory, maybe?
in as much as, like, Palworld looked so much better than Pokemon, this looks so much better than Palworld.
Yeah.
Like, it's an actually innovative step. Oh my god, who would have thought it happens when competition is allowed? Like,
actually, the weird thing is Palworld's already improved the Pokemon sphere, because like the Nintendo guys just kind of freaked out. It's like, fuck, new generation launch, go. And they have learnt and actually delayed it by a year. It's like, alright, we're gonna actually take our time and make sure it's not shit. And we're taking you back to these things. We're giving you Mega Evolutions back.
Going back to the Megas is such a good idea.
Oh yeah. Like, honestly, this feels like the We're Sorry game. It's like, we're sorry we fucked you over so many times. Here's the game you've wanted. Please don't go back to Palworld. Like, that's the only good thing. Pokemon finally had some competition, and
although I do wonder if that delay is for that potentially rumored Switch 2.
Potentially. But
I mean, that'd be a pretty good feather in their cap as a launch title.
It would.
yeah.
But is it going to be like a Switch 2, or is it just going to be like a Switch S, like, kind of thing? Like, I don't know what.
I hope a 2.
I really hope it's a 2.
Genuinely hope it's a full sequel console.
Yeah, a complete overhaul, released new console.
Yeah, that'd be great. I can dream, but
Even if it is mostly just like hardware updates, better internal graphics systems, because the way chip manufacturers are working these days and layering chipsets,
yeah,
you can actually get a lot of power out of some of these newer chips, and even without graphics cards.
Oh fuck yeah!
Actually,
it wouldn't surprise me if they do all of that and they go, "Yep, here, Switch 2," or some other dumb name, because they don't like putting 2 on the end of the name.
The Switch.
On a slight spin-off of that, Nvidia, like all the graphics card companies, have been told that they can't sell their higher-end chips, graphics cards in China. So they've been releasing D versions of all their cards. So you get a 4090D, a 4080, 47D versions. And it's pretty much the same thing, but with less memory and some other little features taken out, mainly the AI processing taken out of it. This week, Asus has released a 4090D that has an inbuilt switch which lets you overclock the power just with a mechanical switch, so you don't need the software for it. It has everything else cut out of it to reduce that power, but once you flick that switch on it, brings it up to similar, if not higher specs than the current 4090 they've released to the Western world.
Fun.
Yeah, but that'll be with like limiters removed, and that's where
Yeah.
you start running into potential product defect.
And potential fire hazard.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's why they've done it,
It's done
because-
through Asus, but what it's showing is that you can get a little more out of it even with those restrictions. So hopefully we'll actually get it, because you can guarantee this for the Nvidia cards is going to be a 50 series, then a 60 series, and fucking so on and so on. But it shows they can squeeze a little more out of what they're currently doing.
Well, they always have. The thing is, you've got to hit a expectable.
Threshold.
A brain knows what it wants to say, but it can't make words happen.
Words are hard. Not gonna
They are.
That you have to have something that works the same every time.
Yeah.
You need it to have a
certain
standardized.
with a certain life expectancy and reliability.
So it wouldn't surprise me if, because and I'll guarantee you, if you read through the manual on one of those fucking cards, it'll say, flicking this switch voids the warranty. You take responsibility.
Oh, of course. No
and
doubt
because
in the
they've
world.
taken all the limiters off of it and just gone, yep, you flick the switch, burn it out if you wanna. You're getting more power out, but the one that's released in the Western market will have the limiters on for consistency, and that you can expect this thing to last.
But if they can take some of that and apply it to the general releases that have those limiters and be able to pump that little bit more out of it, it'd be nice if I could get something a little more out of what I've already got.
That's where you take the responsibility and start overclocking.
That's overclocking in general. But they've actually built an overclock switch in as though it's part of the actual card itself.
No, I get that.
I imagine they just assume people are going to do it anyway. Might as well make it easier.
But they're just creating a hardware workaround for a software problem.
Yeah.
Because the overclocking software, like if I open Adrenaline right now, it'll tell me what the base overclock is, and then I can turn it on if I want to. Or I can manually set those powers myself.
Yeah.
All that switches is the same thing of going, there you go, now you're in overclock mode.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's a cool fix for
Yeah.
the marketplace that they're trying to sell it in.
Yeah.
Actually, back on the Switch 2 for a second, I really hope we get a chunkier one.
Something you
I
can
want
actually put a
flimsy-
bit more into it.
Yeah.
That's what I was going back to. Like this, they do a fucking Switch 2. Even if it is a handheld, I like a little bit more oomph out of it, a little more power. Some graphics I actually want to look at.
I just want something made for my hands. It's so small and
I-
painful.
Like, I have their Pro Controller,
Yeah.
and it's too small.
Yeah.
We
It
get
is
it, it's
not
a
the right
kid's
size.
console, but please just start making adult-sized controllers.
I mean, like, I'm not a big fan of most controllers. My Xbox controller's not too bad. Nothing will beat the Duke,
oh,
No.
fuck yeah, the Duke is amazing.
but I'll compromise the Xbox. There's something just slightly too small about the Switch one that I don't like.
The Switch is painful to play
thin
after a
and
point.
flimsy,
Yeah.
and you gotta curl your
Oh, the
fingers around
Joy-Cons
the
are
back.
stupid.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are.
They were dumb. You want me to play on the go with these... Like, they need molding for me to grip.
Yeah. And
But
yeah.
then I wouldn't
I
be surprised
can't
if
play
given the
them
fact that
on
they...
the Switch because I've got to pull my it's
Yeah.
uncomfortable to actually hold them on
yeah.
the sides of the Switch. I've got to take them off, sit the Switch up on a table, and then sit back and actually use them in. Yeah, it's fucking.
They're not
stupid.
made for people with, like, hands like ours. Like,
with
big meat
bones.
sausages.
They're not made for
Yeah.
people with bones.
They're made for kids with their more malleable bones.
Yes, where they can bend themselves into a shape that can actually hold the bloody thing.
But it's one of those things, like, I know, like, their target audience is always going to be kids. Because, you know, kids want, like, they buy the new thing. But start making shit for the parents or just adults in general, because...
Okay, the thing you've also got to remember is their primary focus is an Asian market,
Yeah,
which typically has smaller hands.
that is true.
Not always. There's some giant Asian guys. That fucking basketball is insane.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing.
But, like, on average, you'll probably be working with a smaller hand demographic. It's what Xbox ran into when they first took the Duke to Japan.
Yeah.
It's like, this thing doesn't fit any Asian hands properly.
Things like...
Whereas all the Americans were like, perfect controller!
Yeah, but the annoying thing with all that is the fact that we don't get those larger controllers, except from third-party companies, who then they try and fuck over and, like, patch out their controllers or something. It's like, I just want to be able to hold a controller without being in pain.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Please.
One of the reasons I personally don't like the PlayStation very much, I don't like turning my thumbs inward to use the sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not even going to
Yeah.
start going to the fucking PlayStation controller.
Yeah,
That
let's
thing
not-
is just
let-
dicky.
Let's not fall down that rabbit hole. We'll be here for hours.
But yeah, no, a Switch 2 being a bit thicker actually have some controllers that are designed for people.
Yeah.
I know that they did quote-unquote fix that, but you had to buy another controller from Nintendo to do it.
Yeah.
Just out the gate. Just something with some slight molding for me to grip onto would make the thing infinitely more usable. And
great.
we have to up the power. I have not finished Tears of the Kingdom because it looks awful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it looks like shit.
Yeah.
It is so pixely and not well done. And I will admit,
Yeah.
I'm running this on a 2K monitor.
Yeah.
But that's where I game. And other games on the Switch don't look nearly as bad. Like, I played through the Kirby game, the one where he eats cars.
That is a great game and scales
Yeah, it was
up
really fun.
so well.
And yeah, it did get a little bit pixely, but like nowhere near enough for me to care.
Yeah.
But over and over again in Tears of the Kingdom, I was just like, this looks so shit.
Yeah.
And
And
this
then
is the
there's
game
the
everyone's
tracksuit
like, Game of the Year.
Yeah. Like, it's a bit sad. Like, it just needs to be beefed up in some
Yeah.
way.
My only
please.
my only thought is there's going to be a Switch 2 I reckon is going to be considerably more powerful, mainly because of the deals that Nintendo is now doing with Xbox to bring Xbox games across. They said they want to bring the next Call of Duty to Switch.
Oh,
You're not doing that on the normal Switch.
No, you're fucking
gonna
not.
have to beef
That's
that fucker
not
up.
going to happen.
Jesus.
So if they want it to be able to run with parity, it needs to have some grunt to it.
Yeah.
Or they have to do our idea and put the grunt in the dock.
Yeah.
For the love of God, that'd be fine. I'd be okay with that.
Then they're also going to have to do games that only run in the dock.
Yeah.
Or you have to accept that they will not run well otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you go in with that understanding, I think that's okay.
Well, even if like in the dock they ran on mid to high spec, and as soon as you pulled it out, it was instant low spec.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think will happen.
Definitely. I'd be okay with it. That'd be fine.
The difference between PlayStation stuff have that performance and quality modes.
Yeah.
I think when you're in the dock, you'll run in quality mode. When you're not in the dock, you'll run in performance mode, and that's just how you have to live with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of PlayStation, though,
Well done.
slight spoiler for this month's Might Play. Ghost of Tsushima comes out next month.
I love
and
Ghost of Sushi Town.
I know. Goat Sushi is great.
Yeah.
Little
So,
gaming.
along with it is they're going to be bringing an overlay, which is where they will essentially allow you to log into your PlayStation account, access your PlayStation content, and friends list. I'm hoping that this is just an overlay.
Yeah.
That's fine by me, because I won't have to deal with it.
I ain't gonna
If I have
touch
to
it.
log into that overlay to play Ghost Sushi, then I'm going to have an issue.
Yeah.
Because you're basically making a launcher, and I don't really want another one.
I
Yeah.
already have so many.
I already
if it just
stopped
means-
the NVIDIA launcher, Xbox launcher, Discord. The overlays. NVIDIA overlay,
Yeah.
Discord overlay, Steam overlay, Ubisoft overlay, EA fucking overlay, Xbox.
Every time.
Everything has a fucking overlay, and in the end, it just annoys me. So I try and turn as many off as I can. At least as I can turn it off.
absolutely. I fucking hate
I don't know. I doubt you'll be able to turn it off, but if you just don't hit the keyboard combination to bring it up, it should just not exist.
Yeah.
I will keybind that to something very far away from anywhere I will
Just
be touching.
key bind it so you have to be holding 10 keys down at a time.
Yeah.
Or 11 keys, you don't have enough fingers for it.
Either way, so long as it stays in the background and I just don't get my PlayStation achievements, I don't care.
I'll just
Yeah.
get them again.
We will have to wait and see when Goat Sushi comes out. Hopefully,
Actually, out of curiosity with this, I'm wondering if because it's you're signing into your PlayStation account, I've played Ghost of Tsushima for the first time on a PS4 2 months ago, and it's one of the few PlayStation games I actively wanted to play.
it's good.
I'm curious if those Chivos will carry across, and if maybe a save data.
Theoretically, from what I'm getting from the articles I've read on it, your achievements should carry over on the PlayStation side. So you would have to pull up the overlay, log into your PlayStation account, so that you can get your achievements in the game.
Nah, I want the dopamine. It's going to do it again.
Do I get the Sony and the Steam achievements?
Yes, it
I
does
get a-
say that they
I
work
get a double
independently of each
dose.
other.
Double dose of dopamine. Fucking A.
Yeah, they say that the PlayStation overlay will not prevent you getting your Steam achievements.
I'm
Excellent.
so keen for that game to come to PC. Just
Friggin'
Oh,
oath.
I played so much of that game, just sneaking around, killing officers, only 3 left, then popping out of long grass, yelling, "Fight me!" It was great.
I kind of want to do a run of that game where I just go hardcore samurai and just fight me to every fucking base.
Yeah. Such a fun game.
It feels like a non-Ubisoft game. Just the way the world works in it, and I
It's
like
somehow
it.
they
It
forgot
refreshed
about
it.
this one group. They forgot about this one game in the background and didn't touch it. These guys, they're not fucking with anything. Just shut up. Don't summon them. Just
Yeah,
keep working on the game.
It feels like a fresh Ubisoft
And,
recipe.
just cool ideas I want to go to this location on the map. Tag it. Now, anytime I hit the navigate button, a gust of wind will push me in the right direction.
Oh, I love the wind.
I don't know why, but it felt so diegetic to just be like, follow the wind. The wind speaks to me.
Yeah, it was amazing. I have a
Also,
druid
when
now.
you're in a field of flowers and you use the ability and all the petals go with it, it's just like, this is so beautiful.
Just the fields of long grass where you can just pretend to be a raptor and hunt things.
Yes. And then you'd find a dugout bit in the middle of the grass and a dude to have an awesome duel with.
Oh, those jewels were great.
Yeah. I'm curious, like, because the PlayStation controller's got those fucking touch features, which, goddamn, I fucking hate that controller. Though I would like the touch features on an Xbox controller or other thing, which they're trying to bring in. Like,
They didn't really use the touch features in Ghost of Tsushima, and Ghost of Tsushima was a PlayStation 4 game, not 5, and 5 is where they've really doubled down on the
Well, I played it on a 4, and it did have some of them, because that's how
it does. Like, the win thing is, like,
Yeah.
sweep up on the...
Yeah,
thing.
sweep up. Pull down was to pull out your little flute thing. And then you could challenge and pay respect with it. The controller I first used was broken, and it would randomly trigger one of those while you're trying to do other things. So, trying to fight someone, then it goes, pay respect. It's like, far out.
Oh, God.
Well, look, I hope they do a really good port. I'm not expecting it to be bad. The PlayStation ports have been pretty good mostly. They've had a couple big flubs. Don't let Bluepoint do it. But otherwise, pretty good. I mean, I played Forbidden West.
Yeah.
And that was excellent. Good game. Kind of wish they'd filtered through some of the content through the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
Not backloaded it. But it's good. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But, hunting robot dinosaurs is just fun.
That is a concept is hard to fuck up. Yeah. It's like, you want to hunt something? You want it to be robot dinosaurs? Like, you had me at hunt something, but goddamn, I'm in.
I don't know how far you've gotten through the
story.
The game, John Doe, but there's a creature called a slaughter spine.
I haven't hit that yet.
It's the biggest robot. As far as I know, there's only one location you can find it in the mountains. It's the only place I ever saw one. That wasn't, directed by the game to be there. They're Godzilla.
Yeah. They're terrifying.
It doesn't look like one. It looks like a Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
But it, charges up, and then all its spines glow, and then it shoots a big fucking laser. It's fucking Godzilla.
It's fucking
The
great.
fact that they hit it and used it for only 2 boss fights is absurd.
Yeah.
It should have shown up way more often. It was way too cool.
I'm still relatively early in it. Like, I've only found the first tall neck.
Fair.
Oh, yeah.
I'm, real early in it. But I'm enjoying it.
This conversation sent my brain down a spiral. Recently, I saw there is a trailer for a new Transformers movie. I think it is.
Oh yeah, the Orion Pax, Transformers Zero. Yeah.
So it's learning
I
the
know.
backstory of Optimus and Megatron, and they're acting like teenagers, and it freaks me out.
Well, I mean, depending on which version of the story you're referring to, there was a point where Optimus and Megatron were friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is what they're focusing on. Basically, it's the divide, essentially, because this is where they get their transforming powers, apparently, that they didn't have before.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks weird.
But there's also this is the 40th anniversary of the launch of the first Transformers episode. So they're in some cinemas in America, they're doing the first 4 episodes back to back with a table read of whatever cast they can get a hold of. So they're actually reading the script for the episodes as they play for the first 4 episodes.
That'd be fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, which would be entertaining to see, but
Look, I would like Transformers to have a win. They haven't had one in a while.
well, considering this whole movie they're about to bring out is completely animated. It's not a live action thing.
And no humans.
Yeah. It reminds me very much of War for Cybertron.
Yeah.
So looking at it, it looks very much like that. So it's like, I have some actual hope for it, but
I'm
we'll see.
trying to rein my hope in for that one. But we were talking about robot dinosaurs, and my brain went Transformers.
Well, do we want to keep talking about robots then?
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Because Boston Dynamics revealed their newest robot that's going to supersede the Atlas series.
It's called the Creepytron 9000 because it looks fucking creepy as.
God, I
damn.
wish they'd called it that.
Apparently, one of the design goals for this robot was to explore how robots can move, like, not the way we do.
Yeah.
So, like, the way it stands up is just, like, it's so weird.
Someone was watching a lot of horror movies when they made that, like, thing move. Like, it's fucking... The fact that it turns its head and then turns the body after, it's like, you didn't have to do that.
The way it turns the legs around, flips them over so it can stand up.
The way it stands up, like the way the legs curl over the back, like backwards, and then it reminds me of the villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. After he gets raided by the steamroller and the legs curl up, and then it stands up. Oh, god damn, it just creeped me the fuck out.
So yeah, apparently they want to take all the tech they learned doing Atlas and put it into this one, and this one, unlike Atlas, is completely driven by electric motors, whereas Atlas was hydraulics. So this one theoretically should be able to do more things because they've got more independent motors for motion. But yeah, so Boston's made its next most creepy robot.
Oh god.
It looks somewhere between iRobot and the little junk bots from Star Wars.
Yes.
Oh, because it's got the big monocular.
The big disc eyeball. And we're headed somewhere between a Terminator and iRobot future.
Now, speaking of Terminator...
Segways.
DARPA has just done a test dogfight with its new AI-powered fighter jet.
They learned nothing from an entire franchise of movies. You don't give AI the weapons.
And, I mean, like, it's doomed to fail because even its name suggests that it's not going to be good because it's called a Variable Stability In-Flight Simulator Test Aircraft, or VISTA.
It's gonna keep crashing. Fucking, oh god.
The next iteration will just be called 8.
Yeah.
Or 7.
7, 8, then skip straight to 10 for some reason.
Of course.
Yeah. But it's just gonna be interesting. Like, it's good that it didn't destroy something, that's a bonus, but I don't trust AI with weapons yet.
I mean, in this test flight, they did have someone in the cockpit, so they could take over. But apparently they were pretty much just meant to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
That would be a weird roller coaster ride. Just like,
I know, right?
You sit inside this modified F-16. It's going to be moving like fucking quick.
1,200 miles per hour.
And you just sit there and enjoy the ride. Like,
he would have come out of that, like, fingernails digging into the seat.
Oh yeah, you couldn't have paid me enough to sit in that fucking thing.
Could have only been better if, like, 2 minutes into the flight, the ejection seat just goes off. The plane's like, you know what? No. Kick him out.
It's shutdown sequences. I can't let you do that, Dave. It's like, no.
Will I dream, Dave? Oh, God. But, I mean, it did well, apparently. It didn't explode. Didn't start targeting other ships. We've all seen the other thing. I'm pretty sure I put it in the group chat at one point. The AI targeting for the anti-aircraft guns on the ships.
Oh, the one that tracked a civilian aircraft.
Yeah, I just love the guy on the deck's like, no. Goes back down. Like, good boy.
Well, there was a study
if not
done.
Target, why target shaped?
There was a study done that was released on the military, like doing tests on the AI and for targeting. So they gave the AI points depending on what enemy craft it or vehicle it destroyed, but it had some parameters saying that it couldn't target certain things and it was sort of limited in what it could do. So it figured out the only thing that was stopping it earning more points were the people controlling it. So it instantly targeted them from the start and then went about its missions. So it could be restricted on what it targeted. It's like, bad AI, bad.
And they didn't learn from that. It's like, nah, let's put in a fucking fighter jet.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Just means they can make a bigger drone.
Yeah. Oh, God. Will we... Humanity is not going to bomb themselves. We're definitely going to be replaced by robots.
Well, that's the quote. Like, I don't know what World War III we fought with, but World War IV we fought with sticks and stones. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and we know the American military is fucking stupid because they're paying $90,000 for a bag of bushings.
Oh, God. Like, that has to be generations worth of just people fucking with the system. Just seeing how far they'll go.
The worst part about that is that, like, military grade is just the cheapest contract they could find.
Yeah.
So, are they just not looking around? Like, why the fuck are they still...
They only buy from one OEM manufacturer, and that's it.
Which has been grandfathered in for God knows how long.
Probably. Despite the fact that there are many other FAA-compliant suppliers.
Yeah. Like,
instead of competing and finding the cheapest option, they're just buying from one place.
I just love the video of the guy like presenting that to Congress, and it's like, so how much do you think this bag is worth? It's like, oh, a couple hundred, $90,000. Oh, you can just see the guy who's like being grilled for this, like, oh fuck, they found them. Oh shit,
I've been looking for that bag.
I think, if I recall, he says, like, I don't know. Like, the standard, like, person answer.
Yeah.
But then when presented with it, has zero recourse.
Yeah. It's just...
Oh, he gets fucking spanked. It's so funny.
Which is kind of, like, deserved. If anyone was doing their job, they should have realized $90,000 for these, this bag. No.
Well, it makes you wonder how much of that $90 trillion fucking military budget is going to... excess waste like that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Their military budget isn't so big because they're doing the coolest and newest. It's because they're paying too much for pushing.
Yeah. Honestly, it sounds like
everything fucking else.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if at some point in the Army's history, they've pushed up the price of things to make it look like they're spending a lot more on technology. Probably during the Cold War or something. Just like, if it looks like we're spending a lot of money, if we're actually spending a lot of money, that's going to scare them. They're going to think that we're actually designing shit. And it's just a weird smokescreen.
They hadn't spent their whole budget.
Yeah.
So like, hey man, I just $90K for that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we pad this out so we can get all the dollars out of it? But it's the same as when they went through and they did the testings for the new military rifles. Like, they would tested some that had caseless munitions and plastic shells, like, that would biodegrade, so they didn't have to worry about brass being all over the place. And the ones they fell on, or they ended up with, I think it's 80% brass with a stainless steel capping on the end, so they can load it hotter, so you can get a faster bullet. But there were only like 2 or 3 manufacturers at the time that even had the technology to produce the rounds for this, and they were only limiting it to the one where they bought the weapon from.
Gotcha.
It's like, why do this?
Well, I mean, the American, I want to say it was the Americans. It's been a while since I saw the article on it. I was watching this documentary, well, not documentary, I was reading this whole thing about how they chose one of their sniper rifles.
Yeah.
And like 3 idiots, and just 3 guys built a sniper rifle, and just for shits and gigs submitted it to the trials.
3 guys in the shed.
The American government was like, yeah, we'll take that one. At which point they had to shit a brick because they're like, oh shit, we made 1.
Yeah.
We don't have production numbers.
We don't have a production facility. We have nothing.
I love what they did.
And if I recall, they started making them and made some. So when the inspectors came around to check on them, they're like, oh yeah, no, they're just all in a storage warehouse.
Yeah, because they actually hired a work floor for like a day essentially for this inspection that was coming up, and then it's like, oh, where is everyone? Oh, they're on lunch. Everyone's on lunch right now. It's like, oh, okay, where's all the guns? Oh, they're in storage. Yeah, we don't keep them on the floor. Yeah, that'd be dumb. It's like, the only purpose we had this inspection is to make sure you weren't 3 guys in a shed. It's like, oh no.
I'll see if I can find the thing and I'll post it in the show notes. I'll see if I can find it. I don't know if I can, but
the reason
it's
I know
so
anything
good.
about it is just from Mike Burnfire and Zach having a fucking like.
Actually, I'll probably just find their video on it.
Yeah.
They'll be able to describe this whole situation better than I can.
Look, his gun rants are amazing. I am not a huge fan of like gun specs, but I will happily listen to Zach rant for ages.
But yeah, listening to him, I ended up reading about it, and it's hilarious how
So
this
dumb.
whole thing went down for this rifle.
It's amazing.
So, the American military will hire 3 random dudes in a shed, not knowing they're 3 random guys in a shed.
Which is somewhat terrifying.
So, Target's doing a dumb thing. Well, Target in the States. They're not doing it in Australia as far as I know. And
Yeah.
Target wants to just concede to Kmart. This is how you do it.
Yeah.
They are locking up all of the products.
Yeah. Everything.
Behind glass cabinets.
Yep.
It's just, Though where it started in the major capitals or the major cities that have also defunded their police departments.
Because they saw a massive uptick in like theft.
Shoplifting and other issues. So,
well, I feel like there's going to be 2 lines that are running directly parallel with each other, which is the defunding of the police to the point where they can't do their job. And I'm not saying don't defund the police, because Jesus Christ, they should not have
especially
APCs as a
no,
standard
absolutely.
vehicle.
No,
that
fucking
shit's
oath.
fucked.
I agree with that
terrifying.
completely. But at least
There's the point.
let them do a fucking job.
Yeah.
So you probably got that line, and then the other line is Target removing its staff, so no one's keeping an eye on what's happening in the fucking store anymore.
Yeah. And now Target's going to have to do a massive rehiring and try and jack the minimum wage down again, because all you can have to do is have people that walk through the door and a staff member follow them around to open all these fucking glass cabinets.
Or you'll have to have them in a, scattered about the area.
Yeah.
So that you could just be like, hey, I need staff help.
It's either way,
Actually,
it's going to be fucking dumb.
This, like, I don't want to go too dystopian future here, but it's just where my head went.
Go on,
Too
man.
late. It's too late. Society's already gone.
You did it to us last episode, so go ham.
Alright, so you walk into Target, you look and say, oh, I really like that shirt. Like, I'm going to buy that shirt. There is no counter at the front of Target anymore. To get that shirt, you have to tap your card, and then it spits out one shirt. It's the only way the Amazon thing could have fucking worked.
No. You know how it gets dumber? Scan the thing and buy the shirt, and then you get it in 2 weeks in the post.
That's how the Amazon shop
The
works.
store is basically just a
physical
living catalog.
A physical web
catalog.
store.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Like,
You just walk around and then buy all your stuff, and then in 2 weeks you get it in the mail.
It reminds me of the, you remember the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin? The we sell your stuff on eBay store?
yeah.
It's like, I want to buy these shoes. Oh, they're actually on eBay. Like, but I'm here now, and I want to buy them. But we sell it on eBay. It's going to be that exact same issue over.
Like, there'll be, two, maybe 3 shirts of the same thing, but they're all, like, chained through the neck and through the bottom, so you can try it on at the side, and it's like, well, this is all you can try on. If you want to steal that one, you're going to have to rip it in half, so good luck to you. It's like 4 try-on things, and they stink. You can guarantee it.
They would never be washed.
By the second
Just
person,
Febreze between customers.
Just like waved out and like under the fluorescent is like, yeah, that'll do it. Put it back on the
They'll
rack.
clean it and it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
But
we are
everything
heading
else is
towards
just
that future.
we are straight out. Like
We are
after
careening very
after
quickly.
Amazon's just walk in, grab shit, and walk out again.
Yeah.
No,
You know what I
that
need
didn't
to watch
work.
again?
But the only way it's going to work is if everything is behind glass and you have to tap to get it out of the glass. The entire shop is a fucking vending machine.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we going back to those, the concept of an automat?
I think we are.
Where everything's just you bip the thing, open the door, take your product out?
Yep.
There's like one guy behind there restocking it.
Yeah. All it is 1,000 Indian blokes in a kitchen.
Honestly, I now need to rewatch Idiocracy just to remember where we're headed. It's
it's
getting that way.
It's really sad how fucking accurate that movie is looking.
The only weirdly inaccurate thing is the fact that Terry Crews is not a good president. I imagine he'd be a fucking great president at this point.
No, but he is very much the president you see them having.
Oh, definitely.
So, do we want to shit on Logan Paul?
Always.
Preferably
And
from
his
a great,
brother.
preferably from a great height after a very big night on curry.
Oh, yeah. And after Grog Bog, right on the face.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, I mean, he's doing some fucking shit because his drink Prime apparently contains an awful lot of what they call forever chemicals.
Things that never filter out of your body.
Basically, once they're in, we don't have a good way for them to come out.
Yeah.
They basically just live in you forever. Hence why a lot of countries don't let you use them.
Yeah, they ban them. Meanwhile...
And, it's all up in Prime.
Oh, it's fucking everywhere. It's fucking hilarious. Can this guy not go, 5 minutes without, fucking over his own fan base?
No, he had his own NFTs
only if there was...
and cryptocurrency. No, he can't.
He rug-pulled them twice.
He would have to find a way to make more money not screwing them over than screwing them over. And given the fact that he's got an incredibly impressionable audience, mostly kids.
The weird thing is, at some point you have to have enough money, right?
No.
That's why I don't understand the concept of billionaires. You can't spend that money in your lifetime. What the fuck?
Look, I mean, I know we're poor plebs, but
yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah. Though, I'm
Very,
almost
very weird.
hoping that, I don't know, you do percussive maintenance, something that doesn't quite work right until you hit it with a hammer or drop it or knock it, and then it just suddenly works.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you just throw Logan Paul and his brother into the ring with Tyson, and when they come out, maybe their brains will work that little bit better.
Well, one's already had some of it.
Yeah. So Jake Paul was doing so if you don't know, Jake Paul is supposed to be fighting Mike Tyson. Now
it's not going to be a fight.
That's a bad idea.
I have been watching Tyson's training videos pop up occasionally, and he fucking goes hard.
Do you remember in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you got Terry Crews fighting Boyle?
Yeah. Yes.
That's
what I imagine.
That's it's who's gonna kill the little guy? Just watch.
Well, they had a friendly bout recently as a training thing, and holy shit, did Jake get flogged.
So apparently, and as we all know, Jake Paul is massive on his trash talk. He's definitely, he suggested that he would return Tyson to his dead daughter.
Yeah.
Which was some serious, guy, come on, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, that's the problem with those, these, what are they? Influencer boxers or anyone like that. They don't keep the ring chatter to, the people in the ring. They branch out. I'm going to insult your family. It's no, you don't do that. You piss off the guy you're fighting.
They don't even do it clever. There's no Ali, the little bit of banter he gives. It's just well, fuck you. Yeah, that'll do. It's you're going to get fucking killed.
So, apparently, at this sparring match, they were, they're having a bit of a spar, and Jake Paul's doing what he does. Trash talking like always.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't able to... I dug around for a while. I wasn't able to find out what he said. But apparently he said something to Iron Mike, and then he just unleashed a flurry of blows and nearly KO'd Jake Paul right then and there.
Yeah.
And now the whole fight's in a bit of a... Is it even going to happen now?
Well, that's literally the bookies going, oh, shit. We have to give Tyson negative odds for anyone to put money on Logan Paul now.
Do you think any of those bookies were betting against Mike Tyson?
Oh, absolutely
before
not.
this happened?
Yeah. Oh, no. But he
every bet is when he goes down, essentially.
He would have been getting,
it
would have been in seconds how long the fight goes for. But at best case scenario, Tyson would have been getting 1-1 odds. You put $10 down, you get $10 back. Now it's going to be, you put $10 down, you're getting $9 back. You'll go straight into negative odds.
I don't think they'll be able to bet on winner. They'll have to bet, as you say, on how long does the fight last? You have to pick the exact second he hits the mat.
Yeah.
Round and second. It's round 1, 10 seconds. And that's being generous. That
it depends
allows...
if
that allows
Jake Paul
dance
wants to
around
run.
time, and that's it.
It depends, like, if they're going to allow him to run like a little bitch. Because
Yeah. If they increase the size of the mat to 100 by 100 meter square, and then give him running shoes.
no, they do that, but they give Tyson like no gloves, and they give like Jake Paul a knife, and I'd still bet on Tyson.
A fucking oath.
I mean, this is the thing. It's the thing that's been really pissing Mike Tyson off. Because Jake Paul, of course, shows no respect.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm not even a big boxing fan.
Yeah.
But I can respect what Tyson did. He's been around for a long time. He's a legend of the sport. Show the man his dues. He's been through the ringer. And two, he shows
is
no respect
the ringer. He is like a straight out stand up in the boxing community. Like
he is the boogeyman of the boxing community.
Yeah.
So, and even then, he doesn't even respect boxing itself, because when he's in the ring, he keeps being a bitch.
Yeah.
Keeps talking, keeps treating it like a game. Whereas people like Tyson, it's like, okay, we're in the ring. It's quiet and we do the thing. We
to them, it's
see who's the better boxer.
Yeah, the gloves do the talking. It's like, oh, goddamn. But you can see, like, there's a few of these fights that Paul's had. It's like, he's been knocked around quite a bit. That his opponents held him up so it didn't end the fight.
Yeah.
Like, god damn. Like,
Well, I mean, when some of your fights are against KSI, your buddy,
yeah.
is that really going to be a fight?
Oh, that got out of hand though, just for like the chirping back and forth before the fight.
Yeah.
That they got a lawsuit at one point, because
that was never an actual fight though. That was literally just drama for drama's sake to pull in dollars. It's another fucking rug pull. That's all it is.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening with this whole thing right now. Oh, I got knocked out by Mike Tyson. I nearly got knocked out by Mike Tyson in a sparring scenario. This is a nothing burger. Oh, but if I talk about how now I don't know if I can do the fight and maybe we'll have to pull it, it just fuels drama.
It does.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, the weird thing is, I have never seen a fan base more rabid to watch the person get ripped apart.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are people just who want to watch this. Like, I'm tempted to hate watch this. I hate the, like, Logan Paul, Jake Paul brother bullshittery. If I could watch Mike Tyson beat the shit out of both of them in the ring, fuck yeah, I would. But it's just... I'm kind of hoping Tyson adds to his ear collection, let's put it that way. I'd be okay with that. But, the polls need to go away.
If this fight goes ahead, one of them will be going away.
So, we've got a little bit of negative news about Discord, and we're going to have to keep an eye on this for our own end.
Yeah.
But currently, it's only something that will affect the United States. Currently, as of the 15th, you've only got 30 days from then to opt out of it, there is now a new clause in the agreement for Discord, which basically says you can't do you can't go to arbitration.
Yeah.
No,
the exact same thing
you can't sue
a month
you
ago.
You have to go through arbitration, which is
you,
private. You don't get to do anything in a court. You can't be part of a class action lawsuit. You have to settle with the company privately with an arbitrator, and depending on what state of the United States you live in, you may not even get a chance to appeal what that arbitrator said. If the arbitrator says this, then that's what happens.
Which to me is like, they're preempting something. What do they have coming that's gonna fuck with people that bad? Probably.
But to me, that's a little more than like me walking up saying, by you acknowledging my existence, you agree that you cannot sue me for anything that I do ever, and then me stabbing you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, if there's enough people, like me just saying that, and by you looking at me, you haven't fucking acknowledged to it. Like,
the use of the platform is the acknowledgement.
It's the same. It's very much the same as like, okay, by you turning up at my house, you agree that I can punch you in the face and you can't do me for assault.
Yeah.
If you had me sign something, yeah.
Well, your agreement was walking through my front door.
Well, that's what a lot of businesses end up doing, yeah.
And I'd have to know that beforehand.
Yeah. Basically, you have it on a little post note out the front. It'll be fine. But it's just I don't trust it.
I don't know how companies can get away with it. Like,
because America's been bought and paid for. Like, let's be honest, they are well and truly in the pocket of most businesses.
I'm curious, like, if they could even, well, suppose Blizzard done exactly that here.
Yep.
Like, there's recent Blizzard update to their terms and conditions saying you had to do the exact same thing. So, I don't know how that would hold up with the ACCC here.
I don't think it would.
They wouldn't at all.
But no one, I don't think, has actually tried to push. I think the reason they're getting away with putting these in is because they don't, as far as I'm aware, I don't know of anyone calling them on these things.
Yeah.
I haven't found anything about it.
There's a few very dedicated people who go through terms and conditions every time they drop.
Well, I
which
mean,
is the only way we found out. The only way to opt out of this is by using a very specific email address.
Yeah, you have to email a very specific account with your information filled in off a form.
Yeah.
Or you're assumed to have said yes.
Yeah.
By your continued use of the platform.
Yeah, it's just...
So, I would highly suggest anyone in the United States who uses Discord, please go look it up. Please send your email, because you need to tell them they can't do this shit.
Absolutely.
And we'll keep a bit of an eye on it if we can. It's kind of hard with some of this stuff, because, man, these companies love to, like, sneak this shit through.
Yeah.
But if we hear about any of this shit happening in Australia, trust me, we'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. I think it's like you need a law degree now to work your way through a terms and conditions sheet.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why the very rarely has a terms and conditions or a EULA ever been upheld in a courtroom.
Yeah.
Because the first thing any good lawyer says is, how is any normal person supposed to read this?
Yeah. Like, they can't. It's all legalese.
At which point, it means nothing. You could just throw it out, rip it up, it doesn't matter.
Like, TeamSpeak was replaced with Discord. Just waiting for the fucking Discord replacement to come through.
I might have already started researching into this and might be willing to talk to you guys about it later.
Oh, absolutely. Count me in already.
Yeah,
I've been looking into it myself. I was like, God damn, just trying to find an alternative. Because Discord isn't just a, like, talk while you play games anymore. It's a full fucking social... like, a social media fucker thing now.
We have a Discord for this show.
Yeah.
We share memes and fun stuff, so please check it out.
It's just one of those things. Discord's been getting annoying ever since they brought out that new Nitro thing, and they're pushing their agenda. It's like,
they're store shit.
I just want to be left alone, please. Like, I know that you want to make money, sure, but just leave me be.
Yeah, if I want to give you more money, I will give you more money. Don't just try and fucking force it out. Like, go away.
Like, every time we start our call here, there's always an ad for this Nitro shit. Like, it's like, I'm done. No, I don't want to just don't tell me every 5 seconds. Every time you tell me, it reinforces the fact that I'm not going to do this.
Right. So, we're out past an hour, but I do want to get these last two topics done, because I'd really like to end on a high note. First up, though, Steam is now going to start counting your time when using products in their early access period as part of your 2 hours for your refund policy. Yeah, this might be abusable. I don't think it's going to happen as much as Valve really needs people to stop refunding games with absurd play hours because the 2-hour window hasn't been cleared.
Yeah.
Because previously, before this update, those 2 hours only mattered after the thing went 1.0.
Yeah.
So you could look at very popular games like, say, and I don't know if it came out of 1.0, I'm probably about to talk out my ass, games like Valheim.
I don't think it's had a full release, but
I knew people who had like 20, 30, 40 hours in that game while in early access. Theoretically, all of those people could have just refunded the game.
Yeah.
2 hours haven't passed.
Yeah, you could have done the same thing with Baldur's Gate if you were that way inclined. I dumped like 80, 90 hours into the early access to that, so...
Yeah, you definitely, as soon as they went 1.0, you could have been like, day before, no, refund. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And get all your money back. So, this is basically closing a loophole.
Yeah.
We did discuss, in the preamble to this show, a situation where, like, you could be in early access, and then when you go 1.0, the dev really changes the game for that 1.0 update, and now you don't want it, but, oh, fuck, your 2 hours are already gone.
Yeah.
but I don't think that's going to happen enough.
And at that point, if you've sunk enough hours in, you've got your playtime.
Well, I thought about it more after discussing that, and there already is an option for Steam refunds saying this game is not what I thought it was upon purchase.
True.
So once it goes from that early access to a release, the game has changed enough that it's not the game you thought it was. Like, I think that just means that clause is going to have to become a little looser. Yeah.
Like,
but you'll have already covered your 14 days of purchase and 2 hours of playtime.
Yeah, absolutely.
The 2 criteria for that refund.
Absolutely, but if there's multiple people saying, hey, this game isn't what I fucking paid for.
At that point,
of course, it'd have to go a case-by-case basis. Like, I had the idea in my head, like in the preamble of this, of someone buying the game and then like doing the rug pull and you're stuck with a fucking shitty game. And we talked about it before, but the more I think about it, like there'll have to be some other fucking thing in there for once it goes to 1.0. You can't just get that easy refund on it like you can with the game's shit. I've had it for 2 hours.
I don't think they're going to do that at all.
That's what I'm saying. It'll end up being more of an actual process from going to 1.0.
I don't think the process.
I don't think anything will happen. I think the statement that they've made by doing this change to the early access period, it's just them going, we're not dealing with any changeovers anymore. It's just a flat policy. You own it for 14 days or play it for 2 hours. That's it. We're done. We're not fucking around anymore.
Yeah, they're putting their foot down by the looks of it.
We'll see.
And it's hard to be particularly grumpy about it because, I mean, like, I play Warframe. Warframe's been perpetually in early access.
Yeah.
I have, like, 400 hours in that game. Refunding it would be dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't. It's a free-to-play game, but, you know.
Give me back my $0 right this second.
Do you know what I mean? That's a game that is in a perpetual state of updateness.
Yeah.
And I could refund it despite the hours. This is literally just trying to stop that sort of behavior or happening. And big corporations, I don't like them. I don't particularly like some of the stuff Valve's done with Steam, but it's hard to look at this policy and go, yeah, that's anti-consumer in some major way. It's just playing by the same rules across the whole system instead of only after 1.0.
I'm pretty sure at some point the ACCC will wake up and have a look at it and make their ruling. But
once you wake the dragon, he'll get some shit done.
Yeah.
But let's finish today's episode on an actual piece of good news.
Wait, that still exists?
Yes.
Holy shit.
It exists, it just doesn't sell news, so you don't hear it.
Gentleman known as the Bollard Hero.
Ah, yes. The entire situation this is around is fucked up, but this is one bit of good news.
Would you like to give the situation rundown so we can have the good news moment?
Well, in Bondi recently, a guy went a bit mental and started stabbing people in the middle of a crowded shopping center. Including, I think it was like a small infant.
A child,
it was horrible. It was not great.
No.
I think 9 people in total died, and many more were injured. This guy was fucking great, though.
Yeah. During this incident, the gentleman saw the attacker coming, picked up a bollard, blocked an escalator he was coming at with the intention, although he admits he never got the right option to do it, to throw the bollard at him.
Yeah. He was basically just holding off this maniac with a fucking knife with a stick.
Yeah. So, no, it's the big one with the big metal disc.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, if he'd actually needed that thing...
he would have fucked him.
Oh, it would have been fucking mint.
Yeah.
So, this gentleman is actually French. He's working here on a visa, has a job, yada, yada, yada. Albanese's decided, this guy, citizenship right now.
Which I fucking love.
That's straight out citizen worthy. Fucking oath.
Absolutely. Yeah. He ran towards the danger and protected people without even a second fucking thought. And when he was interviewed, he had the Australian humbleness to him. It's like, I did what I had to do.
I just had adrenaline and I thought we should do something, so... Yeah.
And it's like, I looked at that, like, that's fucking great. I like this. And the fact that someone else higher up is going like, you know what? Yes, welcome. Come in.
I mean, what's more Australian than sticking up for all the other little guys and trying to help out?
It makes me wonder if now we're just going to get more and more backpackers that are right on the end of their visa, just hanging around shopping centres going, come on, where's the fuckwit? Come on.
They all turn vigilante and they're like start going to the valley. Like somehow we get no crime by all the people wanting to come to Australia.
We're just going to throw wave after wave of our own backpackers at them.
See, I was actually more expecting there'd be like a pack of them and like, oh man, Jimmy's visa's about to run out. Juan, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go on a stabbing spree.
Or even it was like, all right, we're all good, but we need to get Juan his pass. All right, we'll find some mugger and we'll hold him down, and you get to fuck him up.
Who wants to go home anyway? Because you're gonna get deported.
Yeah.
But you're right at the end. You're 25. You can't get another holiday visa. So who wants to go home?
You're already gonna go back. So
yeah, exactly. You get to spend another 5 to 10 years here in prison, and then you go home.
Yeah. But,
and that's that Australian dark humor. If you've never heard it before,
it's great.
It's all right. He'll get used to it. He'll just throw another bollard at it.
Oh God.
But I'm super happy that something like this has happened.
Absolutely.
Yes, this dude absolutely deserves his permanent citizenship if he desires it.
Like, there's been a lot of like videos and stuff released of him like following after the cops. Like he stuck around with them. Like I think the chick who eventually shot the guy, he was just like backup for her for a while until actual backup arrived.
I think he was hurting the guy slightly in her direction.
Yeah, he was trying to like point him in that direction.
Hey, love, you got a shot yet? You got a shot yet? You want a little to the left? All right, give me a second. I'll push him around. He was a cattle dog for her.
Yeah. Get in behind! But still no idea what that guy was off. Like, he just kind of went a bit screwy, didn't he?
It's religion. It's fundamentalist motivated.
God, I hate that.
Which is actually, do we want to actually finish this episode shitting on Musk?
Sure.
Absolutely.
I'm all for shitting on Musk.
I know we're over an hour. Fuck it, you're getting a little bonus because this is actually somewhat related. The police force decided that they wanted to ask various social media sites and platforms to not spread the video from this incident because there is a video. Because they knew it was fundamentalist motivated and they didn't want to, pump this guy up, make him look big because his video is everywhere. Yeah, Musk called us communists for asking him to take that down off X.
Musk can go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Preferably sideways with something rusty.
Right. Or that they weren't being like, ban anyone. Just like, can you just take this one video of this horrible incident down off of social media?
Theoretically, it goes against their terms and conditions anyway. He should have been getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Elon Musk paid the dude who backpaid the dude who got demonetized for putting up child porn on X.
Why? How do people still like Musk?
Don't know.
God damn! I hope his rocket explodes when he tries to get to Mars.
Because it happened recently. The guy who put child porn up on Twitter, he didn't get banned. He didn't get demonetized for that. It's something else that got him demonetized. He's been able to continue posting while demonetized, but he didn't change any of his content. And then once his demonetization finished, Musk backpaid him for the entire time he was demonetized.
What the actual fuck?
It's something like $70,000.
Jesus Christ!
So Musk literally just bought child porn.
Yeah, he basically paid a guy off who, I mean, what will that guy can't. Like, he's basically been told by Musk, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to kick you off my site for putting up child porn. When you're demonetized, I'll just pay you anyway. So, there's no... You can't take anything from him on this platform anymore.
Yeah.
You just told him it doesn't matter, post whatever you want.
Pretty much. Like, honestly, X needs to burn. Like, whatever... Yes. Like, I miss Twitter. I never used Twitter, but I miss
that's
Twitter.
A statement, man.
Like, I have never used Twitter. I think I had an account somewhere along the line, but never once tweeted anything. I can't remember. I would prefer to go back to the bad old days of Twitter than what it has become now.
Musk is really just continuing to shit in bed. Did I tell you guys... Did we talk about the Tesla truck thing last week?
No, I think we got distracted.
Oh, shit.
We may have to bring that up next time. But
No, it's quick. It's really quick. I mean, look, we're just shitting on Musk for a fun end of the episode. If you don't want to hear this, you're done for the week, but fuck Musk. The Cybertruck, it had a recent recall. Do you know what the recall was for?
The brakes don't work.
Kinda.
Oh, fuck.
So, what it is, a dude was driving his Tesla truck up a hill. And so, because the thing is made of so much steel, it's so fucking heavy, he's like, gas pedal to the floor, let's go. Now, the whole fucking Cybertruck's like brushed steel.
Yeah.
So, on the foot pad to give it grip, they put on a plastic cover.
Oh.
That plastic cover can slip forward when you push on it.
Ooh.
Oh.
It slipped forward, jammed under the bodywork of the truck, and wouldn't let off the accelerator.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, that's bad.
Thankfully, by mashing the brake, it overrides the accelerator like in a normal car,
Yeah.
and he was able to stop the truck. But in that moment, he let go of the accelerator, and the accelerator did not come back up with him.
Oof.
So
Bad.
they did a big recall on this fault.
Yeah.
How do you think they fixed it?
They removed the cover.
No.
Super glue.
Almost as dumb.
Duct tape.
No.
But silver.
What they did is they took a rivet gun, put one rivet in the grip shell to hold it in place.
Really?
It's not even a consistent placement of the rivet.
It's just
There
some
are
fucking
multiple
intern with a
photos
gun.
of it being anywhere along the bottom of the pedal.
That's an
There's just some
aftermarket.
random dude reaching into cars and riveting this one piece to the floor.
That's an aftermarket mod and may void your warranty.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. It's so
fucking idiotic.
stupid.
What the fuck?
Everything to do with that, like doors that'll slice your legs open. There's actually, because everything's like paddles on the Cybertruck,
Yeah.
you can get a module that's like the park drive things. In
Yeah.
some fancy autos, they're like a knob. You can get one of those for the Cybertruck, but it slots into a bracket on the roof for some reason.
What?
A dude had his windshield replaced, and when he got the car back, it wouldn't go in the bracket anymore. It had been warped.
Oh.
A dude went in to have a windshield that had a crack in it. Completely, he had to pay for, yada, yada, yada. He admitted all that. When he got it back, there was already a chip in the windshield.
Fucking hell.
Like, this truck is a shit show. If you wash it,
It rusts.
and you don't do it the exact way they tell you to, it can break.
Yeah.
If you do not reseal the paint after you wash it, it will rust.
Yeah.
It is a shit show of vehicle.
And yet people are still buying them.
Kind of.
Like,
What was it? The current projection, if any of us bought a Cybertruck right now, at Tesla's current output rate, we would not get that truck for 15 years.
yeah.
If they are able to ramp up the production of the Cybertruck as they say they will this year, we would then get that truck in 7 years.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Dumb, stupid vehicle. It's not even bulletproof. They've actually had to downgrade their bulletproof statement to bullet resistant.
Yeah.
Because the doors and windows are not bulletproof.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
God,
dumb. It's really, really dumb.
fucking nuts.
They had flaps that would cover the edges of the tires on the Cybertruck that were so close and fitted to the wheels that they were literally shaving rubber off the tires.
Yeah. It's like...
Those have since been removed. They no longer come with those.
Yeah, like, honestly, the car designed by Homer is better designed than this fucking Cybertruck.
It's so full of bugs. It's so fucked. It is a nightmare. It can only exist of someone's fever dream, and then having the weird access to money in a production facility to make it.
Yeah.
It is so retarded. They have put way too much tech into something with tech that's untested. They should have, if they were gonna do this truck, if they were gonna keep your stupid design, whatever, I don't care. All the basic features of a Tesla, maybe a couple of minor tech upgrades. Like it's the first. I think I remember. Look, this might be Tesla BS. I'm not sure where I remember reading this. They're hearing something about the Tesla truck being the first one with full drive-by-wire motors. So they're not actually connected by anything. They all just talk to each other.
Yeah.
So you don't have like a drivetrain and an axle. They just motors direct drive the wheels. Something like that. So there is some cool tech that they put into it, but they put too much and it's broken. Hell, they can't even necessarily align the fucking doors. People are having to take it back and have the Tesla guys realign the door.
Yeah. Fucking idiotic.
Sorry, I know we're way out over our normal errand time, but we had 2 articles left. We had to end on, well, I thought we were going to end on the Bollard Hero. But I mean, shitting on Musk is a good time for us, so I'm happy to have finished on that. And I don't have anything else currently off the top of my head about the Cybertruck, other than that its recall massively dipped Tesla stock, although it's bouncing back. God damn it.
Annoying.
I think we're done. I don't have anything else about the Tesla truck right now, although I will be happy to rant about it later if I find something
We'll
else.
find more shit about it.
Well, it bounced back because Teslas are a status symbol more than a usable vehicle. Same as Apple products. Anything happened to Apple, they lose money. It'll come back because they're a status symbol, and that's it.
Fucking fanboys.
Look, try to end the episode, damn it. you keep rolling me back in with more shit I know about. The thing that makes this stock rump weird is they just had their earnings call, and they had their worst first quarter ever.
I'm okay with
So
that.
the fact that the stock went back up is a little like, what?
Yeah.
Because they just told everyone, we're not doing good right now. That should make the stock go down. So, who knows what's going on there. I'm not a stock person. People might have just been like, oh, what? Tesla stock's real cheap right now. I'm going to buy some of that. That's a good stock, right?
No.
Now, we're done. That's
We're
it.
done.
Stop making me talk about fucking Musk.
Alright.
Have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.